Okay, so let's say you're in a down period, and by that I mean you're focusing very heavily on work. So you're sitting down for long periods of time, you're hustling, you're in that sort of more introverted, focused study zone. Very often it's in these times that we're much more aware of our lack of immediate options. We're not going out as much, we're not meeting new people in the day, we're maybe not spending as much time around the ones we love, and so we're somewhat short of that social energy and that feeling of love and social joy. So it's in these periods that very often there's one person comes into our mind. When we're writing that essay or we're doing that work and there's someone plugging away at the side of our mind. Now, I can certainly relate to this, and I think a lot of you guys can. And this is the first thing to recognize. You want to think, am I introverted at the moment? Am I lacking those physical options and those opportunities? And if I'm also currently obsessing about one individual, could that be the cause? Is there a causal relationship between the boring work that I'm doing and the obsessive feelings I'm having about one individual? So an example from my own life of this was just when I moved to London, which was about 3 years ago. And I met this Spanish girl in King's Cross Station. Blonde hair, very much my type, very pretty. And, I went up and sat with her and talked to her at the station. We walked around, she had about an hour, we had a glass of wine, and she left. And this was a time where I'd come to London to really focus on work and to start really a career for myself. And she was the only girl that I had contact with at that moment. And for that reason, I started to idolize her. So after she left, I started to think, wow, she was everything I want. She's exactly the kind of girl that fits my sort of physical preferences. She had that lovely feminine quality. She would laugh freely when she wanted to. She was a creative. She was a family girl, but she was also independently traveling on her own. And so I sat there thinking about what I should message her and how I should contact her and how not to fuck this up, because if I did, it would feel like the end of the world because she was the only girl I had to put this attention on. And so I formulate this message that I thought was going to work really well and be really flirty and cheeky and things. And so I say, hola guapa, which in Spanish is hello beautiful or pretty. So it's pretty cringeworthy as a start. I don't know why I thought that would be the best way to approach it. But lo and behold, my spell check didn't appreciate the switch to Spanish. And so it said guava, which is, I believe, is a Mediterranean fruit. I never got a reply. I hope she's doing well. But that one kind of hurt me for a while because I just didn't get anything out of it, and I had so much of myself invested in the myth of this girl. I thought she was everything I wanted, but the reality was that I'd known her for 1 hour and I knew nothing about her. So be really careful that you're not mythologizing about the women you meet.